Hey guys, hope you're having a great day. Today is Friday. Happy Friday morning to you. I hope that your morning is going well. Today is Gather Your Fragment Friday. It's the part of the week that we're gathering up things to make some meals for the weekend. Some people do this in the beginning. I like to do it at the end of my week because I like my weekends to be free. So we're gonna be doing a whole lot of different things today. So I know one we're gonna do is pickles. That's what I'm gonna start out with, and making the pickle brine. So I'm gonna do that first. I'm gonna get a pot out and I'm gonna start heating up water, vinegar, salt, and sugar. I think it's ×3 because I think I have enough, and then if I have to make more, I'll make more. So it's gonna be yummy. The pickles, they're refrigerated pickles. You don't have to can them. You just stick them in your refrigerator. They're like the Clausen pickles that you would get at the store there. So we're gonna make some of those. So let me get my pot out and we'll add the ingredients. Forgot to turn my camera on when I was adding my water and my vinegar. So it's really simple. Just, you can actually buy this all perched like together. Saw it at the discount store. I'm like, that's kind of genius, but it's really easy to put away. You can buy a box of this canning and pickling salt. You can have this forever. Use this, not the regular salt though. This will store forever and a day in your pantry. You can have it for next year. So I'm just gonna put it on the stove. You're gonna bring it to a boil. You're just gonna let it come to a boil and simmer, then you're gonna let it cool down. Okay, first thing I'm gonna do is make breakfast. So breakfast is gonna be, I'm gonna make like scrambled eggs with some veggies inside. I've got mushrooms, spinach, I've got some of this bacon, sausage stuff that I cooked, so I just have to chop it up. Onions, we're gonna put that in some eggs because I have a lot of eggs to use up. And so I'm gonna use my new pan from Mise. So thank you, Mise, for sponsoring today's video. Mise's mission is to inspire great cooking. I love great cooking. I love great cooking and tools that help you do better in your great cooking. And now I know, like, I've had a lot of nonstick pans, I have some in my cupboard right now. And as you all know, they don't last forever, right? They don't last forever. And so Mise they test their pans. They've been tested to last longer than the cheaper pans that you have in your cupboard. And it's not to say cheaper, it's just that they're the quality. Like, this is a heavy duty quality pan. It's got like another layer right here for this bottom little piece. Feels really good too, which is really nice. Heavier duty. I also have knives, cooking knives. Look at the color, the blue color. Heavier duty, like definitely a lot heavier on this end than this end, but good quality knife. You know you need a good knife for cooking. So I'm gonna chop up some veggies here, get them cooking over here on my stove, and then we're gonna add our eggs to it and make a delicious, yummy omelet, scrambled egg for breakfast. It's not omelet, scrambled eggs with veggies for breakfast. Mise's end goal is to help you prepare great meals at an affordable price. That's what we're all concerned about, right? Making good meals. We wanna learn to cook at home. We wanna learn to make meals for our family that they can enjoy. Mise is one of those companies out there to help you do that in an affordable way. So let's go chop some veggies. Hopefully the microphone is picking up the crunch of this. It's very satisfying, the crunch it's making. All right, let's get this on. Let's see how this cooks. It's definitely a bigger pan, which is good. So let me get my onions in here first. Onions with 1 piece of spinach in here. And a piece of mushroom. I'm gonna cook this and get my bacon. It's got even heating. The nonstick pan has a unique plasma primer that helps their nonstick coating last longer. A primer helps make a nonstick pan last for a longer period of time. Cheaper nonstick pans do not use them. And it's versatile. You can use it on induction, a gas, and electric, and it's oven safe up to 450 degrees. You got a bigger cooking space. Most 10-inch pans only offer about 8-inch of cooking space. They have designed their pan to have 19% more cooking area than other premium cook pans. That means more space, more food, and less overcrowding. And you know how I am about crowding my food on here. It'll work. All right, it's cooking away here. Smells so good. Okay, I like that the sides are up a little bit higher. Like I like my chicken fryer pan, the one with the thicker sides, but I don't always like to fry eggs in it. So my other pans are a lot lower, so kind of when I fling it, it wants to come over the edge. So this is pretty cool. All right, we're gonna keep cooking. They're browning. Add our mushrooms in here. Saute that up for a few minutes. It's gonna be delicious eggs. And I'll just leave this in a container in the refrigerator, and then we'll have it like all weekend to be able to eat without having to make, you know, eggs for breakfast. You can just go in the link in the description and use the code AmyMaryon, my name, Amy Maryon, for 20% off. Okay, I realized I have a couple of tomatoes, so I'm like, you need a little bit of color in here. So I did a little bit of the tomatoes chopped up just to add a little pretty color. And here's my eggs. I didn't add any milk or any water to my mixture. You can. I know it makes it fluffier. I just didn't this time. Look at that. Cooking away. That's delicious. Oh, look at it. Look at how that doesn't want to stick. The definition of a non-stick pan. That's so cool. It really doesn't stick to the pan. Let me give you a close-up. Nice, being able to grab with your hand and the pan is not hot. I like that. I'm gonna put these, I love these little, we bought these for salads and for individual servings of food. This is just awesome to put, like, say this in. Again, you can go to the link in my description, use the promo code AmyMaryon for 20% off your first order. It's all out of my pan, which is good. So, don't mind the food on here. I like these little glass dishes because it's just, these can go right into the microwave when we heat them up. So I'm gonna crack some more eggs and make just some plain scrambled eggs for the kids. Maddie's gonna like this pan because she likes making eggs. I'll make her eggs today, but she'll like it because she likes cooking scrambled eggs too. So good. Well, this will be easy. We'll have the eggs for breakfast, and then we still have cereal and stuff too, but I feel like eggs will be good because we need to use some of these up. So this is easy. Just continue to put these up. I'll put these in a little glass dish too. Easy to heat up in the microwave. Okay, I just came over here to like do my eggs because I totally forgot to look at it. Like it lifted, it would have done a perfect omelet right there. Look at it. I'm like, oh, I better get over and flip this. So yeah, that cooked that really well. Like omelets would be awesome in here. I'm gonna have to make some omelets in this pan. All right, these eggs are done. All right, so the next thing I move on to is lunches. So for lunches, I'm gonna make some calzones. So I've got some bread dough here from the freezer. I let it sit in my refrigerator overnight, still in this little container. I'm just gonna roll this out with a rolling pin, and then I'm gonna put lunch meat and cheese on it. It's easy, and then roll it up into a long pan, like a long loaf, and then bake it at 350. Very simple and easy, and you can just slice it, eat it. You can do pizza ones, you can do anything. I'm gonna do ham and salami and cheese because that's what I have. So I'm gonna do that, just roll it up very simply. As you can do a homemade dough recipe as well. This to me was less than $1 a loaf. Easier than making a bread dough. Bread dough has that funny little way of just like springing back because it's nice and yeasty. So you always got to roll it more than you think, because otherwise you're going to be pulling it every single time you try to wrap it. Okay, so these I put on there a little bit of butter melted, and then I put everything bagel topping on it, and I put some garlic powder on there too, just to make it way more flavorful, because the bread is delicious when it's baked. You want to put your meat almost to the ends, because when you tuck those sides in, it'll be like big empty bread. So you'll cut it and you'll be like, oh, this is all doughy, which is fine. But if you want to get more meat through there, that's how you'll do it. And then don't be afraid to stuff it full of meat, because then you get more smaller slices versus bigger slices. That's how I always do it. Like when we do subs and stuff, I always do more meat so they get smaller slices versus like less. It just depends on how you got to feed. So I'm going to bake this 350 for about 30 minutes. It'll be delicious. Okay, so we got breakfast done, lunch done. What I'm gonna do now is use up my extra stuff. So I have all of these cucumbers here. I have a lot of cucumbers still. I'll save some, cut some up to eat, but I'm gonna put, I'm not sure how much containers I can use. I have, these are my ice cream containers, but they work really good for pickles. So what I'm gonna do is I made my brine, it's cool now. I'm gonna be adding peppercorns. So I've got whole peppercorns. Now you could add fresh dill. When I went to the store, they didn't have any, so I bought freeze-dried dill. This is 2 bunches inside. Oh, 1 teaspoon is 1 teaspoon fresh. All right, so I'll be adding the freeze-dried. Try that. And then I've got garlic. I've had this in my freezer, so I'm just going to put it in whole. Do I even need to chop it? Do you need to chop it? I don't even know if you have to chop garlic. Can you just leave it in there whole? I feel like you can leave it in there whole. I feel like you can just cook, yeah, I feel like I'm just leaving it in there whole. And then I'm gonna do spears on my, and then also red pepper, crushed red pepper flakes to put in there. So I'm gonna put a little bit of this in the bottom of the containers, slice the pickles. I'm thinking I was gonna do little cute, like slices, but I'm thinking to do spears, right? I'll do spears, that'll work. So I'm just gonna put these in the 4 here now, then I'll see how much brine I have, and I have to make more, I'll make more. Okay, so I've got cupboard open. Okay, so I've got all my pickles covered. That did like 6 quarts here. I wasn't sure how many I would be able to put in there. Some of the pickles are above the brine. That's okay. I will just take and, you know, kind of, I think you can tip these. You can tip these without spilling out. But I did add a lot of the pepper, or the red pepper flakes. I'm like, these will be a little bit spicy, but that's okay. Put these in the refrigerator, and like even by tomorrow, they'll taste a little bit. You'll be able to have it. The only thing I did different is not add onions. I would think add onions to your pickles, but last time I did that, I was like, that's weird, you add onions. So I added no onions this time, so that's good. Let me put this in the refrigerator, and then the rest of the cucumbers here, I'll just cut up, and then we can just have them to snack on. Okay, so let's do a few more things in the kitchen. What I have is these bananas. I need to take them and I'm just gonna put them in containers and put them in the freezer. We use them for smoothies, kinds of things like that. So these are great. I get these on Amazon. They're linked below. They just use great for freezing food. So I'm just gonna chop the bananas, put them in here, and we'll just pick them out as we need them. All right, well, let's say real fast you don't have time to chop them. You can actually put the whole banana in the freezer. Do you know that? And if you go to use them, it sounds gross. Take them all out, put them in a bowl with the peels, let them thaw, which sounds so gross, and it is so gross. And then all you gotta do is squeeze them. I know, it's disgusting. It's literally like, I don't even describe what it's like, but it's pretty gross. And you can just squeeze out all the insides. That works. Or you can take the banana and you can peel off the skin like you're peeling, like with a knife, like peeling it down, and that'll take the outside off too. So 2 different ways. I'm just gonna chop them and put them in here because I have the time. Okay, don't mind the cupboard open. Lots of bananas here. These freeze and last forever in your freezer. They're good for baking. You can use them for baking. Did I say baking, not bacon. Use them in your smoothies, anything that you want to use them in. I've even had them thaw, like our freezer kind of, you know, the power went out, and then they just refreeze. They're fine. You're fine. Just stick them in a thing. They taste fine. They'll just get a little bit browner. But that's okay. If you don't mind them in baked goods, you're good with that. So all I do is just put them in my freezer. I'm going to try to be better about, let me put it over here, opening my freezer and getting out, like put the newer, older ones up front. Sticking these ones in the back. This is good. We've been using up a lot of bananas, making smoothies. Okay, we still have a lot of donuts left here. I know these are not going to get eaten up this weekend, so I'm going to put some in a bag. I have some pumpkin ones in the freezer. I'm going to put some of these and some of the cinnamon ones in a bag. Stick them in the freezer, pull them out later when we're needing a snack and I don't bake anything. All right, got one more cantaloupe. Hopefully it's good. I have to cut it open and see. It's been in the refrigerator for a little while. We'll see. You see if it's like the watermelon that was yucky. Okay, came outside, got my smoker going. It's early morning. You know how I like to smoke in the early morning so I can be done with my food for the day. So it's gonna be a beautiful day. I mean, it's still like 70. It's not like super hot yet. It's gonna get warmer, like Monday's supposed to be pretty warm. So I just have this turned on. These are the steaks that I marinated, put in a bag. We will be having these tonight. There's a nice big one. Nice big one. I only have 3. I gotta think about what I'm gonna feed my kids, the other ones that are not gonna want steak. I need to go in and figure that out. Let me go in and figure out what I'm gonna feed those other 3 children, because it's just 3 of them, that's all I have. So let's go see what we can find. Okay, since this is Gather Your Fragments, you know, you're gathering as you're thinking about it. So I'm thinking, like in my head, my girls are gonna be gone tonight, so they're not gonna have food. And then tomorrow I'm not gonna have Maddie, so I'm just gonna have Maddie tonight. So I'm thinking I'm gonna have the boys all weekend. They're gonna be here. So I'm thinking I'll make more steaks because they do like steaks. So I got another one, it's frozen. I feel like I can kind of separate it or just put it in the smoker and it'll thaw. I'm gonna go put these in the smoker so we have more steaks. So we can have that for the weekend. And I'll make like fries in the air fryer and I've got pierogies, we can do that too. So let me go stick this out there. I won't show you this, but I'm gonna go do it. Okay, these came out, look at these. These look delicious. These will be great. I'm just letting them sit here. They're already cooled. I'm going to get a pan. I think I'm going to make couscous because I have one more sweet potato. Let me pull you over here. I had 1 sweet potato and I'm going to put that in the, it's in the microwave. Hopefully it's all cooked. It is. And I'm thinking I'm going to do a couple bowls with couscous, sweet potato, maybe some, I don't know, if I got beans, I got to see what I have. Mix it up with something. Make some little healthy bowls, I guess, whatever you want to call them. But I'm going to make some couscous because I know the kids do like couscous. So let me put this. Does it have to make it? 1 cup of water and 1 cup of couscous. All right. Okay, so I'm gonna add my water, couscous, and then I'll add some seasoning to it to make it flavorful, and then we'll have that with it too. Okay, so I add a little bit of chicken bouillon. This Kinder's Buttery Steakhouse is like my go-to for everything because it's delicious. So I'm just gonna put that in there, let that come to a boil, and then I'll add 4 cups of the couscous. You're supposed to add oil to it. I don't. Do you have to? I don't know. We'll see. That's like a whole container of couscous. Oh, wow. That's a lot of couscous. I guess 1 box is like $1, so I paid like $5 for that. I'm gonna have to rethink the couscous thing. All right, just shut up, put the lid on. Easy enough. I'm gonna go and check my steak, see if I can pry them apart. All right, calzones, delicious. I'm gonna have the end piece because, oh, Maxine don't like this. This is really good, delicious. White bread has nothing on wheat bread. I know, it's not good for you, but it's good. So the end piece, obviously you wanna put, see how thick that is? Thin it out a little bit more on the end, but still delicious. So this will be wrapped up. We'll eat this for the weekend. Let me go check my steaks. Okay, so what I'm gonna do now is I have my couscous done. I'm gonna make a couple bowls up for myself and then just put couscous in a dish for them to have with their steaks tonight. Okay, so in here I've got the couscous, a little bit of sweet potato, black beans, and corn that I just microwaved up. So I'll either serve this with some salsa or I'll do some lime in here or something, whatever I decide. So that's easy. I'm just watching the steaks outside. We're almost done. All right, steaks all done here, so I'm just gonna cover these and put them in the refrigerator along with the couscous. Okay, so I'm almost pretty much finished up. I looked at these mushrooms here. I realized these gotta get eaten up. So I'm gonna slice these, saute them in my pan here, and then we can have them with the steak tonight. Again, you can go to the link in my description, use the promo code AmyMaryon for 20% off your first order. So, got the mushrooms here, for the steaks tonight. And then I also pulled out a bag of steak fries. I will just put these in the air fryer tonight. So we'll have the steaks, steak fries with the mushrooms, and then if they want couscous, they can have couscous, and we also have the salad to eat in there. And then tomorrow we'll kind of do the same thing. I also took out the queso cheese because I know that the boys will eat this with like nachos, and we have a little bit of nacho meat in there. So this can be something else we could eat this weekend as well. And then there's sandwich material. We've got all those calzones too, that'll be good. And then we've got the donuts. I put those in the freezer because I feel like we're gonna be eating on everything else. And then the pickles will be done this weekend too. So I'm finished with everything I gotta do. It's a little bit after lunchtime, that's good. Kids are gonna start doing chores now, or getting that done. Fridays are a little bit more laid back, relaxed for us. So let me go put this away and then we'll go do some more talking. Okay, so I am all finished inside. I thought I'll come outside because the girls are in there, the boys and girls are in there. They're getting food and doing chores, all that good stuff. So I'm done. It was an easier making food day. I didn't make any a lot of treats, just more meals and stuff to have for the weekend. It's gonna be a lighter weekend because there's not gonna be that many kids here, but I still feel like I have a lot of food in there. It's good. We're gonna have plenty of food to eat. Thank you again to Misan for sponsoring today's video. If you guys want to get one of those pans, awesome. I just used them again. The girls used it for cooking. They made like a little quesadilla. They're like, this is a nice pan, Mom. I'm like, I know it's a nice pan. So if you guys want to get one, I'll put the coupon code below and the link for the one that I got. So let's read our scripture for today. Proverbs 23:17. Do not let your heart envy sinners who live godless lives and have no hope of salvation, but continue to live in the reverent, worshipful fear of the Lord day by day. Surely there is a future and a reward, and your hope and expectation will not be cut off. Listen, my son, and be wise, and direct your heart in the way of the Lord. Do not associate with heavy drinkers of wine, or with gluttonous eaters of meat, for the heavy drinker and the gluttony will come to poverty, and the drowsiness of overindulgence will clothe one with rags. Listen to your father who sired you, and do not despise your mother when she is old. But buy truth, and do not sell it. Get wisdom and instruction and understanding. The father of the righteous will greatly rejoice, and he who sires a wise child will have joy in him. And let your father and your mother be glad, and let her who gave birth to you rejoice in your wise and godly choices. My son, give me your heart, and let your eyes delight in my ways. For a prostitute is a deep pit, and an immoral woman is a narrow well. She lurks and lies in wait like a robber, and waits for prey. And she increases the faithless among the men. Who has woe? Who has sorrow? Who has strife? Who has complaining? Who has wounds without cause? Whose eyes are red and dim? Those who linger long over wine? Those who go to taste mixed wine? Do not look at wine when it is red, when it sparkles in the glass, when it goes down smoothly, and the last it bites like a serpent and stings like a viper. Your drunken eyes will see strange things, and your mind will utter perverse things, untrue things, twisted things, and you will be as unsteady as one who lies down in the middle of the sea, and as vulnerable to disaster as one who lies down the top of a ship's mast, saying, they struck me, but I was not hurt. They beat me, but I did not feel it. When will I wake up? I will seek more wine. Crazy. Don't seek wine. Good little words there. So, all right. Well, you guys have a fantastic rest of your day. I'm going to enjoy the rest of my day. And I will see you guys again tomorrow with Abundantly Blessed. And then I will not tomorrow. I'll see you guys again on Monday for another video. We've got something this weekend I'm going to go film and I'm excited for. So we'll bring it to you guys next week. It'll be a surprise. So, all right. We'll see ya. Bye.